Hello, everyone. Welcome back. War Thunder. Oh boy. Let's see what happened today. Sure, why not? Yep. Do it. Yep. Do it. Do it. Yes. Hold on 1 second. I think I forgot to change something. There. All fixed. All fixed. What am I doing today? So my hat today is a little heads-up display system. And I attached it to the antenna and it's a little bit wobbly. But it works. I can see. So we're gonna do a match in this and see how it goes. My guess is we die horribly. Very quickly. That's how it tends to be now. B. All right, let's see what happens. Will it help? Will hat help? My guess is a firm no. But I'm gonna try. What is old wobbly boy doing there? Abbott, what are you doing? Hello there, I can spin too. Spin. And that's enough spinning. Alright, I'm locked. 74 kilometers out even. Not even 34, 74. That's a lot of kilometers. Hey, look, a lake. Ain't that neat? Look at that little lake. It's more like a swamp with some exposed wet areas. A wetland, if you will. Is it a wetland? Well, yes, it is fairly wet, I'd say. Hello, people. How you doing? That'd be very loud. Very sudden. I'm helping out the local glass business. I'm probably already locked by something. I don't know yet, but I'm guessing I am. So I'm gonna at least let two fly, and then I'm on Sidewinders. So let's see how it goes. I wonder, can I wear the HUD at the same time as Spear and Shield? Or does that change what items I have worn? I'm curious now how that works. Nope. Missed. Whoa. Uh-oh. Incoming. Oh boy. I got him. The HUD is helping. It's helping. I'm not dead. Whoa. That was close. Uh-oh. Something just launched at me. Oh, there it is. The HUD helped. I did better. Yay. Does my other equipment pop out if I hit the button? Oh, it does. That's fantastic. I'm happy about this. It paints a very interesting idea for what I can do in the future. Yes, interesting ideas. More HUD time? HUD time! HUDs. I guess? Sure. I'll do one. Yeah. A10. I think the last time I played this, the match was over before I got to the battlefield. I think that's what happened. It tends to happen in this plane. I feel like at this point they should just give it air spawn. If they want it to have any chance of getting there. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no. This one does have air spawn by default for everybody. I was very confused for a second. It's just like, oh, wow, that was very quick. They really took my advice there. Immediately. Actually, I think this one uses a very similar HMCS system. Because it's kind of like the same model that can get swapped easily between different aircraft. Yes, I do have A10. I have both A10. This is the C model. This is the one that gets the fancy heads-up display that shows you where the friendlies are. That way you can turn your UI off. And you see all their little circles. Let's see, I have two 500-pound bombs, two AIM-9Ls. Ooh, the roll on this is not great. I don't have much for upgrades on it yet. I have next to nothing for upgrades on it, actually. I have like a couple ordnance ones, and that's about it. Oh, you're grinding for the A10. Well, good luck on that. How far are you in it? It does take a bit, but if you stay consistent at it, you get there. So slow. So slow. And hello to you. Welcome to the stream. I am not fast. I'm just waiting to get there. This is only one person down so far. And one on the other team. Oh, two on our team. I actually played arcade up until I unlocked my first jet. And I'm kind of glad I did, mostly for crew levels. I think being able to play with all the different planes and the different crews kind of helps keep them even for later on. F-14's been fun to fly? Nice. I've been learning a little bit on the F-18. Last night I was trying to do the Apache and I realized it would be easier with about 6 control sticks. It's just... The co-pilot gunner has 2 for flight and control, the cyclic and the control stick, and also 2 sticks for the weapon control system, and then you've got 2 more sticks for the pilot. Nope, too close, too close. If they kind of swap sides. There we go. Uh-oh. Got him. Wait a minute. Oh, that's me. Oh, he hit me. Well, I got one. I didn't make it to the battlefield, but I got one. What are you using to play? Are you playing with mouse controls, or are you trying with gamepad or joystick? So much simpler than you thought it would be. Yeah, it's... Once the computers start getting involved, that stuff gets a lot easier really quick. The difference in startup procedure between, like, the UH-1H Huey and the Apache helicopter is pages of difference. Like, the startup on the Apache is, like, maybe 4 check marks. And on the Huey, there's a great big list of them, including setting what your power phases are at. And it's just, no, I'm not good at remembering that. I broke my copter. It don't work. Keyboard and mouse. Oh, I just use the... Oh, are you talking about because you lose the aiming aid? That one can take some getting used to, for sure. That's another good thing about arcade, is that you can kind of get an idea for what that leading your target is like. I'm going to take this one out, since we're talking about F-14s. They need to add some modern missions with aircraft carriers, so we can do launches at the beginning, and have just as many accidents as they do on the carrier missions for everything else. Ah, you lose the aiming thing. Yes, that can be a lot to get used to, having to lead the target. Tracers can help, making sure that you have some tracers. No, I'm very bad with helicopter. I'm not very good at it. It ends up very wobbly. I did manage to land a Huey on a moving boat. That is, I did also break one of the skiffs and my entire rotor popped off into the ocean, but I did land it. And that's something. It's a very big plane. Yes, Landing on the carrier is easy, as long as everything's perfect. The minute everything's not, it's no longer easy. I have a good video on that in one of my shorts. That was from VTOL VR, though. It's funny, that video continually pops back up as one of my most viewed, but not a lot viewed. It's just consistent. Maybe I should play that game again soon. What's the range on this? It's like 55 or something, right? Something like that. Oh, hello. What you doing there? Nope, that's a missile. Oops, I don't think that one's gonna go anywhere. And I am getting out of here. Go! Dive, dive, dive. Extreme over G. Alright, they've switched over to missile targeting now. Excellent. Well, hello there. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I hit one. Nice. No, we're going with this. Up close and personal. Oh! Wow. Good shot. Oh, there goes that. I did manage to get a critical hit, and I did get one. Nice. So, that's pretty good. Where am I at on this one? On the gun pods. Let's go ahead and try and do this one. Oh, that previous match will let me get this battle task. That'll be good. A couple extra points there. Oh yeah, you can dive very quick. In top tier, it's over very, very quick. It feels like top tier matches go on for about 30 seconds, and then it feels like the World War II, World War I ones go on for about 30 minutes. Oh hey, this is a similar system here as to what the F5 has. I recognize that AAAG in this little turn thingy. The F5 uses that. Did you know that, buddy? The F5 also uses this. Huh? Huh? Did you know that? Yeah, he knew that. Ooh, it's a big one. My squad mate is an F5. Well, at least I know his system then. Oh, that Sue's taking the whole truck with him. Or else you will hit the like button and tell all your friends about the channel. Do I only play US? No. My other mains are Soviet, Sweden, and Japan. In Soviets, I'm still working on them. I have the T-55 for ground, and I think I'm up to about rank 4 in general vehicles, air, and ground. But I'm not to jets yet with Soviets. The furthest I'm along in that route, I think, would probably be Sweden. No, actually, I think it's going to be Japan, because I'm close to unlocking the rocket-powered one. And hello there! Welcome! Welcome to the stream! I'm just kind of flying in my squirrel suit over the landscape in New Zealand, by the looks of it. Doodly doot 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 doot. How did I get the little bee avatar? I used a program called Krita. I drew it in there originally, and at first I had it flattened layers, and it really messed it up. So I redrew it as separate layers, and then I loaded it into a... oh, what's it called? It's not VTube Studio, it's another program that they use for rigging the models together. And so you load the disconnected layers of the bee into that program, and then you set up the links to how parts should move when other parts move. So for me, it was setting up how the eyes blink and how the mouth moves, how the face kind of tracks around on the body, that sort of thing. Then from there, I realized I messed up that version, and I had to redo it all again from scratch again. And that's the current bee that I'm on. Whoa. Hello. Goodbye. That was close. What is Live Studio 2D? Live 2D. Live 2D, I think is what it's called. Live 2D. I think that's the rigging software that I used for it. But yeah, after rigging it together, you generate a file that you then import into VTube Studio. And from there, you have to link it to your camera and other systems so that it can properly track. He missed me. How'd he miss? I was right there. I'm still going into B file. Yes, B file. Dropping, drop, get out, run, run. Yeah, I am planning in the future, I'm hoping for spring to rebuild the model again and add a couple more features to it, such as probably allowing the pupils to dilate, things like that. Adding some sort of actual mouth instead of just some open lines. There's a couple of things that I want to do. Hey look, an A10. Our battle will be legendary. Well, not so much. Or actually, it's an A10. I better be careful. Nope, it's dead. But yes, at some point soon I'll be doing kind of a redraw and improving on the bee a bit. Kind of taking a bunch of the things that I've learned over the years of doing this so that I can just do it better. Year and a half? How long have I been doing this now? I don't remember. Zoom. There's a runway. So, is it that way? That way. Ardlore. Ardlore drops randomly. There's a bunch that I'm developing. I actually keep a note file, well, a lot of note files in an Obsidian Vault, which is a software that a lot of people should use if you want to keep track of things. It's really good. But I keep a lot of the story elements that I'm working on, things that I want to work towards, how I want to define the world, and how things are. I have a bunch written, but it still feels very prototype. And so I'm kind of just feeling things out as I go along to see, well, what things work. Ard? No, it's Ard. A-A-R-D. Ard. Like an aardvark. Like this plane. Aardvark. I think I flew past the... I did fly past the runway. I got distracted. Ah, yes, the black hole sombrero. From that Minecraft episode. Beware. All right. Come on. A little bit too much speed. Come on. I need a lot less speed here. I need significantly less speed.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
There we go. Oh, I have an entire Minecraft playlist on the channel. There's a few games I have entire playlists of on the channel. Minecraft is one of them. Satisfactory is another one. I think I've played like Ghost of Tabor, Into the Radius. I've played a bunch of VR games too. But yeah, I think there's like 20 or so videos in the Minecraft one right now. I need to pick it up soon, again. Yeah, War Thunder is definitely the bulk of the channel. At the moment, that's for sure. It really is. But I'm looking to expand out, and I do other things as I can. But War Thunder's been an easy one for just toss it on for an hour and just do it. Yeah, it's why I've managed to get so far in it, honestly, is that whole 1 hour doing it. I used to play 7 days a week of War Thunder, and that's when I did a lot of my major unlocks, like all of the F-16s, the F-14s, and those things. Since then, I've kind of scaled it back to 3 days a week and trying to integrate more games into the other days of the week. Currently with holidays, a bit difficult, but I'm hoping as things wind down, it's a lot easier for me to get back into that routine. And got the thing. Let's go for another A10 mission, see how it goes. I do not have the compressor yet. Four days a week is good. Are you playing one game mode, or are you moving around between the different ones? Like, I do air, ground, and navy. But I think most people kind of stick towards one. Oh god, I haven't even tried to stream DCS yet with everything that's changed on my system since the last time I did. I need to do it soon just as a test to make sure it can handle it, because I really get near the top of my VRAM usage. All 16 gigs of it. And it's just... yikes. I use the NVIDIA encoder for streaming. So I take advantage of the NVIDIA card to make the stream look a little better. And I'm curious if that's going to be too much overhead on it, and I need to lower some settings in DCS. I'll find out soon. I think maybe I'll do a couple test videos of it and see if I can at least get a video to write to the disk first, and then I'll worry about streaming it. The other thing I'll probably do is when I do go to stream it, it's going to be after I've already loaded into a map. Because sometimes loading into a map takes me a solid 10 minutes of just, I set my headset aside and I go do something else while all the textures load in. Because if I don't, oh boy, ain't that nauseating. Ugh. It's really not good. Starts jittering all around, your view starts jumping in and out of the plane. Suddenly you're in the world and out of the world, you're in space for a moment, you don't know what's happening. Not a good experience. I really want to see a modern DCS happen. Speaking of computers turned on, thank you for that. I almost forgot to turn it on. Oh yes, plenty of time to talk chat while waiting for the computer to turn on in DCS as well. Yeah, oh, that's after I've let all the textures for the game load in. I still have to wait for that. I can't remember if my scroll wheel was still set to throttle. It is. Look at that. Huh, neat. I should probably actually pick a weapon so I don't go firing multiple off at a time again. But surely one of them's going to be behind me any moment now. Yep, that's definitely how DCS is. There's a lot of downtime. I will say some of my favorite maps to play are really the night maps. The feel, the ambiance of it is just fantastic. I love it. Night combat has always been a thing I've gravitated towards. Why am I flying towards the danger? I should probably go this way. Can't get DCS to work. It is a very demanding game. Like, it's a real stress tester for a machine. And some of that's just the age of the engine, but they have been recently working pretty hard to improve those aspects. You know, they recently, within the past year, only just put in multi-threading. Like, that's a standard in most other games that require any amount of simulating. Because typically you want to offload different simulatory tasks to the other cores, while your main core handles the game loop and general logic. But for, say, calculating a forest fire going on, that sort of thing, you might just hand that off to a different core instead to calculate. Like that. Ever since you tried carrier landings, there's now a 200% increase of jesters in the ocean. This makes sense in many ways. There's an enemy above us? Above us. Where am I going? Wait a minute. Are all the bomb sites done? Yep, they got them all. Okay, I guess I'm gonna hit this then. Yeah, I got a couple more. Couple hits in. Not amazing, but a couple. I have 2 missiles left. Actually, I want to shoot these a little more. Can I penetrate this with the gun? Kind of. Enough to disable it, it looks like, but not really enough to kill it. Wow, that's a strong BTR. There we go, got him. Not so strong now. Got 2 pillboxes on that? No, it's a howitzer. Okay. Oh yes, we definitely have to do carrier operations soon. That'll be a lot of fun. Oops. Now flaps. Recreate Top Gun. The howitzer? Yeah, it is. I can just send it through that way. 135 rounds left. And I still have 2 missiles. Well, that's all of them. Flying back. Come on, just lock it. Lock it! He's supposed to be front aspect. Come on. There you go. Or all aspect. Yes, absolutely. When I get the F-14, one of us definitely needs to learn Rio. Because that's going to be fun. Also, I think it would be easier to keep track of where each other is. Hey, where are you right now? Well, I'm sitting right in front of you. Einbrecht? Oh. Oh. Einbrecht. All right. A little bit more towards this one. Yeah, I kind of want to go for the F-15E first. It's one that I'm kind of interested in. Lightning Pod. JDAMs. Booster. Yep, that's what I need. The roll on this is just not good right now. It needs better roll. Doesn't give me a ton of ordnance to work with, though. Yeah, let's see where I'm at in some of the other ones right now. So, okay, USSR Air, I'm still in rank 3, barely. Japan, I'm up to starting to research rank 5. And for Sweden, I am in rank 4. Milnose Ground, rank 4, starting to research there. Japan, I have not even done anything with their ground because it's painful. It's really painful. Soviets, this is a long grind. Like, this is a big tree. But I'm to rank 5 is what I'm researching, and I am 64k away from the BTR 80. What is this? Rapid Deployment Force Light Tank. Alright, good for you then. Let's see. Oh. Well, that's doable. I should be able to do that. Yeah, I think the biggest thing DCS is making me lean towards right now is I need to break out some of my old hardware code and start building some extra buttons for me because I keep running out of buttons. It's a problem. I need more buttons. And it's like, I have buttons and I've got boards and I've got little microcomputers for it and I just haven't put it together. Mostly because it would look very, very ugly. But that's how prototypes work. Actually, I wonder what I have for sliders. I'm not sure what I got for sliders. Well, I could probably make some. It's just a matter of variable resistance that changes based on the amount of material, so that's not too hard to replicate. It's a potentiometer. That's all it is. That's all a slider is. Yeah, it's a sliding potentiometer. That's it. Actually, you could reproduce something like that with just a length of wire and a cable connecting it. Because then as it runs over it, the length of that connection, the distance of that, would be the amount of resistance that the current would feel. Well, that the current would have. So you can, from that, develop a value for it. Yeah, I got there eventually.
Attention to the designated grid zone!
Okay, radar, come on. Alright, I think they've switched over. Yep, they did, and I just died. So, who knows what'll happen there? I might get lucky and get a hit. I'm not sure I will, though. I think all that's gonna happen there is I'm gonna die. Oh, look at that. I did get one. Nice. I did get one. All right. Oh. You could turn directional force into rotational using gears, use something more joystick-like, but with one vector. Oh, interesting. You could do it that way, too. You could actually probably mount it with like a pulley, because that would allow you to change the length of the wire. And that would allow you to change the resistance. Because there's like a set calculatable amount of, for this length of copper, there's a formula for a length of copper of increasing length with a gauge of a certain size will have a resistance of such and such and increase at a certain rate per each distance on the wire. So easily calculatable. Let's see. I don't think I really got the equipment to deal with paveways. Well, I don't have the care to deal with paveways. That's a better way to put it. Let's see. I'm trying to make a loadout so I can try to get that battle task. So I'm going to go for the Thunderer one again. Oh, since when did they add guided bombs to these? Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize they got it now. Nice. Gets 4 of them, too. Okay, so I have AGMs I could use. You know, as long as I remember how to use them. We'll see about that. I think a bunch of 500s might be a safer bet for me. Yeah, we're just going to take a ton of bomb. That's it. We're just going to take a ton of bomb. That's what we're going to do. The easy way. Let's see if we can get Thunderer again. This time in an F-16. Yes, force feedback on stuff is really interesting. Some people go to really big extremes on their force feedback system, to the point that the whole desk moves. It rattles and everything. I saw one that they basically had the system mounted to a pneumatic system built underneath. And it would rock it and jolt it and everything else, tilt it while you played. Okay, this one might be easy to get this in. Because if I stick low and in the canyons, I know nobody will find me. It's fairly easy to go unnoticed. Too fast. No such thing. See? Bum. See if that would lock anything. Nope, didn't see anything. Alright, and then I'm going to continue this way. I think this is a different direction than the way I'm used to going. But I'm just going to see how a similar route goes. Because typically I fly right. And it looks like there's a similar route right here. To the right here. Right here. There's a route to the right. this way. Yep, too fast. Little too fast. I'm gonna have to peek my head up for a second. Am I at now? Okay. I think once I hit that dam, then I'll move inward. Mach 10.6 is too fast. I agree on that. It's a bit too fast. Hypersonic, even. Yes, yes. People that get really, really into that stuff. Reminds me of that art piece that is the VR headset that will, like, kill you. It has a lock bolt device that's built into the forehead, so it'll, like, smash your brain if you die in the game. Like people up there. Out there. What the hell? Where are they? Ouch. I flew up too high. And they saw me. All right. But I think that's going to be everything for tonight. Shouldn't I be pollinating or something? I am pollinating with the blood of my enemies. But that's going to be everything for tonight. So thank you everybody so much for joining. Hope you all had a good time. I'll be back tomorrow night with some ground combat. So be sure to tune in for that. I will likely be playing this lineup. M1 Abrams, M1128, XM1, E10, good stuff. So, tune in tomorrow if you want to see it. So until then, I play up to an hour, and until a match would go over an hour. Or until I'm good. But that's everything for tonight. See y'all. Bye.